Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you and tell you how to fold a bath towel like a pro. I'll be going over 4 easy ways to fold a bath towel just like this one. Let's get right into the video. We're always going to start off with the bath towel being fully laid out, completely open. And bath towels come in many different shapes and sizes. Well, basically different sizes. The shapes are always a rectangular shape for the most part, but definitely different sizes. So let's get right into it. We're going to start off with it being laid out flat like this. For the first method, we're going to fold it in half, and you want to fold it to make it as square-like as possible. So not in half like this. We're going to instead fold it in half like this over here. So you're also going to notice that there's going to be a design on one side of the bath towel most likely, which is on that side right there. So keep that in mind, okay? So just fold it in half like this to make it as square-like as possible. It's probably not going to be a complete square, but as square-like as you can possibly make it. Once you've folded it in half, and this is going to be the first step for all of these methods, once you fold it in half, you're going to fold it into thirds in the opposite way. So now I folded it this way before in half. Now I'm going in thirds in the opposite way, this way over here. So that's roughly a third. It doesn't have to be exact, but you want it as close as possible. It's going to make it look good. Then what we're going to do is we're going to fold it in half in the opposite way once again. But you want to fold it so that your design is being seen. So you want to figure out where your design is. Fold it in half, okay? You can see the design is on this side over here, on both ends, okay? Fold it in half so that the design is seen, and I think I'm gonna fold it the other way. This is a little bit in worse condition on that side. So I'm gonna go like this. We're gonna fold it in half like that, okay? And then if I flip it over, you can see the design. So right now, you can see the design of the bath towel. It has a pretty small form factor, which is definitely a huge plus. So that's the first method. Pretty complicated, but all of the other methods are going to be based on this. So it's going to get easier from this point onwards, okay? So now we're going to start off again, once again, letting the towel out completely just like that. For the second method, we're going to start off by folding it in half once again. Like I said, this is going to be the first step for each of the methods, but I'm going to do it every single time. Now that I've folded it in half that way, we're going to fold it in thirds in the opposite way again, similar to the last method. So we're folding it in thirds this way right here. Now, before I continue, I do want to show you one thing. When I did that fold right there, I actually hid the design. So I'm going to undo that. We're going to fold it in thirds, but you want to have the design shown. So I'm going to go and I'm going to flip it over. We're going to fold it in thirds. You want the design always to be shown if possible. Okay, now that I've folded it in thirds, we're going to fold it in thirds in the opposite way. So fold it in thirds this way, just like this. Okay, roughly thirds, just like that. Bring it a little bit further forward like that. And we now have a smaller form factor when, once again, the design is shown. Okay, so you can have it like this where you see the design, or you can have it like this where it looks more flush and just very subtle and very compact. And the greatest thing about these methods is that you can even stack them upright beside each other. So you can stack them upright or flat, and you can decide on which way, okay? So now, we're gonna move on to the third method, which is sort of a triangular roll-up method. So once again, start with your bath towel completely flat, just like that, okay? We're gonna fold it in half, and you can always choose for the design to be seen or not. It's kind of completely up to you. I just like it to be seen. Now we're going to fold it in half, and we're almost in a square position now. What we're going to do is we're going to take one of the corners, and we're going to bring it, okay, so that it sort of matches up to create a square with an extra piece at the end. So you can see right here, we have that square right here. This is a perfect square right here. Well, it would be a perfect square. It's 2 halves of a perfect square, right? And you have this extra piece right over here. So once again, I took the corner and I folded it to line up the edges, just to be clear, okay? Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip this over, just like that. Now we have our corners, okay? You wanna take your corners and you're gonna fold them in thirds. So you wanna take this corner, roughly a third, this corner, roughly a third, like that. Okay, now we have this neat little design right over here, as you can see. Now all we have to do is roll this up. You're going to start with your flat side, and you can roll it up this way to hide the folds, okay? And you can hide all of those designs, right, like that, and it looks like that when it's done. Or I'm just going to unroll it once again. You can flip it over and roll it this way to show all of those neat little folds in the bath towel, okay? And now you can see all of the folds in the bath towel, okay? So that's the third method. Fourth method, very simple and straightforward once again. Start with your flat, laid out bath towel just like that. We're gonna go and we're gonna fold it in half, okay? So we're gonna take the bath towel, fold it in half once again. That's the first step for all of these methods, just so it's clear. Fold your bath towel in half, and now we're gonna do corner to corner. You can be creative with this. It doesn't matter which corners you do, but I'm taking this corner, I'm gonna bring it to that corner right there. Then let's say I'm gonna take this corner, bring it to this corner over here. Okay, you can start seeing some of the fold lines, which is pretty cool. Then take this corner, bring it to this corner over here. Okay, and you have this very unique design, right? You can change it up. You know, you can do this corner to this corner instead, and this corner into thirds. But the idea is that you're doing corner to corner. So you can sort of create your own little interesting design, and you have whatever you want to create of it, right? I can do something like this, and I can end up like that. That's a cool design, especially if you're stacking them all beside each other. That can be perfect, so that's up to you. But that's it. That is how to fold a bath towel like a pro. 4 easy ways. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.